is zero legal support for Donald Trump and his lawyers' claim that a president is absolutely immune against prosecution. Think about that. A president, while in office, could commit any and all crimes with impunity, would never have to worry about being held accountable for it, being prosecuted for it. Literally, to put it indelicately, a president could order his political opponents assassinated. So there's no legal support for it. When I say no legal support, there are three kinds of law that can make an appearance on a question like this. One is a federal statute, a law passed by Congress, signed by the president, saying we are granting presidents absolute immunity from prosecution. There could be a law passed. It might be challenged, but there could certainly be a law, a statute. Two, there could be what we call case law, precedent from an appellate court that had to decide this issue previously. And once an appellate court decides an issue, it becomes what we call case law, precedent that other lower courts under the jurisdiction of that appellate court must follow. And then the third source of law is the Constitution. There is no statute, there is no case law, and there is no constitutional provision that provides a president is immune from prosecution. So, when Donald Trump makes this assertion and when his lawyers put in writing that, the law supports that a president is absolutely immune from prosecution, they're basically making it up out of whole cloth. They're hopeful because that may be the only shot Donald Trump has at avoiding criminal responsibility for what he's done. But let's apply common sense to that for just 1 minute. If Donald Trump and his lawyers, as they have put in writing in court filings, truly believed he was absolutely immune from prosecution, he would want the Supreme Court to take up that issue yesterday. Right. Why? Because then the Supreme Court would say, you're right, Donald. You are absolutely immune. You can't be prosecuted. And that means this case that Jack Smith has brought has to be dismissed right now, and you're free to head off to the campaign trail. So don't you think Donald Trump and his lawyers would join Jack Smith's request to get this thing to the Supreme Court pronto so they could rule in his favor? That shows the weakness, indeed, the frivolity, the laughability of Donald Trump's claim that a president is absolutely immune.
Now, Glenn, just to play devil's advocate here, with all of that said, even though there isn't any precedent, no case law, and no statute, nothing in the Constitution, there is still the possibility that Trump's allies, political allies, partisan allies on the Supreme Court could still rule